The last time I played this game, I said I wasn't really sure what I thought about it. And to some degree, I'm going to say that is still the case, but in very small part at this point. I have put in enough time now that I've unlocked a lot of things. When I first played this game on the channel, let's go with that guy for the moment, I didn't have a whole lot of things unlocked, so I really I don't even think I'd had a win at that point. And now, having several under my belt, and playing on a higher difficulty than standard, this is, I think, just tier 3. Oh yeah, we need that gun. We need the dual katana upgraded pronto. I can now definitively say that yes, this most certainly is a clone of Vampire Survivors, but it's also a game you should be playing if you like Vampire Survivors. It's different enough in its own right that it really is... Ah, crap. I don't want this one. Sorry, I just don't. That you really should be playing this game. Crap, there's another silver werewolf. So, the difference that I think I've arrived at is there are enough new mechanics and interesting things going on that I really do feel like this is a different game than Vampire Survivors. Part of it is being able to dodge, and then, you know, learning the timing of this guy so that I can more or less dodge him as he's charging over toward me so that I can continue. Yes, thankfully, that one came up. Ideally, continue to survive here. I don't know that that's going to happen because these guys are beefy as crap, dude. I mean, seriously, no messing around. They are a biffy. So, I think if I try to start to break it down in terms of the differences, one of the biggest differences starts with the characters, because the characters have their own unique weapons about them. Last time around I played as the archer guy, and this time around we're playing as the, I don't know, some sort of human with dual katanas, which, that's what you see, the blasts of kind of purple flying around everywhere. Yeah, we'll take all those. I'm good with that. It's kind of like big purple, I don't know, arcs that are flying around. That's the dual katana. That's the character's specific weapon. If we go from top left there, you can see we have the dual katanas. That's the item in the top left. We have the ectoplasm wand, which is next to it on the top row. Then we have the corruption crown, I believe, is the next one. Then Raziel's tome, which is a... let's do that one. I like having big criticals. Is a fusion weapon, which, if you're thinking in Vampire Survivor terms, think of an evolution. It's a combination of two weapons. It's the Holy Bible and the Thunder Staff, which creates the big circling yellow guys. You see, I should tell you too, the ectoplasm wand is the, you can kind of see some little, like, I don't know, aqua greenish color things that are just kind of floating around, like, kind of like a will-o'-the-wisp. Yeah, that's the ectoplasm wand. I'm gonna go, ah, crap, we can't get to the thing. You know, let me clear a path right quick. The corruption crown are the purpley things that are circling at a distance, whereas the corruption robe is the purple thing circling nearby the character, which is the last item up top, by the way. And then there's the snow gun. I don't care about that one. The snow gun, which, let's do that one, is the large blast of white, like a giant snowball that goes flying every so often. Did we kill the big guy? I think he died. Okay, that's cool. I was just trying to go get the chest, just because I didn't want to forget them. Yes, we'll go ahead and take higher health. That's fine. And then at the bottom there, that's Power Glove, which is more damage. The Haste Scarf, which is faster main weapon attacks, so that's why the katana is just barfing out rounds left and right. The Cunning Ring, which is for criticals. The Midas Glove, so picking up more money, more knights, shards, all that sort of stuff. And then the Growth Shield, which is higher maximum health. I don't know what I just did there. I feel like I hit a button and that did something, but I don't think it did. So anyway, that's kind of what we're using right now. And one of the things that I kind of like about this, and I'll be honest, I haven't played Vampire Survivors in a minute, but if I kind of hover the mouse over things here, you can see the snow gun fusion with that weapon. This will do a fusion with the crown, which as soon as we're able to get another level and then find a chest, we'll have yet another fusion weapon. So I really like that particular element of the UI. Like, that's just very nice and clean. Like I said, it's been a minute since I played Vampire Survivors. Maybe they've added that as well, but the last time I played, that was not a thing. And again, it's been a minute, okay? So if it's in Vampire Survivors now, I'm really happy because I cannot remember at this point what evolves with what other than Bluebird, Whitebird, Blackbird. Like, literally, that's about all I can remember. Garlic and maybe the regen heart. I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and do an armor. That's fine. So anyway, in terms of other changes, the characters also have their own specific skills. So you see that it's coming up about every 7 seconds or so. There's just these giant 2 arcs of flame circling around the character. I did not mean to do that. Oh yes, I did. Okay, so this is our fusion of the cloak and the crown. Every 14 seconds, summon 2 darkness spirits around you for 12 seconds. Each spirit deals 50 damage. Yes, please. That's going to allow us to take 1 more weapon now. But every character basically has their own special ability that goes along with their own unique weapon. So you can't find, as far as I can tell, you cannot find that dual katana when playing with the bow character. Which, man, that would be so overpowered if you could, because the dual katana here, basically your main weapon is, my experience has been, it's going to do more damage than everything else. Mainly because, you know, you have it for the entirety of the game compared to the other ones you're finding at various points in your run. And I suppose if you were to go longer, yes, they might end up doing more damage than your primary, but I also tend to upgrade the primary very quickly, because it just does so much damage. And especially like if you got the haste scarf going on, I mean, we just are wiping out guys left and right with this thing. It's going to be iffy here when we get to the boss in a minute, so just because it looks like we're kind of shredding things, don't get so cocky just yet. It's going to get interesting. We've only got about 2 minutes before the boss shows up, and that's probably not enough time to get a significant stack of upgrades, so... oh, goodness. It's going to kind of be what it's going to be, you know? I'm not very good against the final guy. Like I said, I've got several wins at this point, but some of them have been pretty darn close, and I don't know, we'll have to see how it goes. I'm just going to keep upgrading what we've got. That feels like a better play to me than starting a new item, especially since these fusion items are, you know, ideally more powerful than a standard one. So the red flaming thing that comes up, that's particular to this character, and every character has kind of its own thing where, you know, it might do a little thing that does damage, it might have a character that fights with you that does some damage, that sort of stuff. So there are enough unique things going on with all of that that I'm kind of okay with that, really. I think that is a fun difference, again, from Vampire Survivors that I really do think helps the game stand on its own. And then you have all the skill tree stuff, which we kind of went into at the end of the last video, and I can show you if you remember what that looked like before, and if not, just go pull up the video if you really, really care, and if you don't even worry about it. But you're going to see that we've done a whole lot more since then. There's a lot more stuff that's unlocked because, you know, as I said, I've put a little more time into the game. Part of it is because, as I said on the last video, I really do enjoy this game. Honestly do. Let's go with armor. But part of it, too, is quite simply that I wanted to keep playing so I could try and formulate an opinion. Because I felt bad leaving that one where I did. But at the same time, I didn't really know where to leave it. I was honest. I said I don't know. I was trying to, you know, give you some pros, some cons, let you know what I really felt about it. And at this point, I think I can very firmly put this game in a I suggest you play this category. And it's like $5, which, you know, it's not too expensive, and I know that's easy for me to say, but you can wait till it's on sale and it might go down like another $1 or so, which, you know, if it'll go down a little bit, I'm not opposed to buying something on sale. Now this is the final boss here. This is Death. So this is again one of those areas in which we go, okay, this really makes it look like a Vampire Survivors clone because Death is the guy that's out here. Oh, the Celestial Sword. Let's just do health right now. I probably should have done the Midas Touch because I think we're going to be fine. Because our regen is about to kick in here if we get damaged too much. Yeah, Death is done. We're going to win it. No problem. There he is. He's toast. Thank you, everyone. We have successfully completed this match. So you can see right there on the left-hand side, if I take over my mouse, you can see 3 billion. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 million damage with the dual katana. Meanwhile, the snow gun just did under a million. Not much under, but just under. And then Raziel's Tome, which came along quite a bit later. And then the Rising Sun, which also came along quite a bit later. You can see they were doing pretty good damage. But that right there is a win. So we'll go into our menu here so you can see. Now, I haven't played much with Violet or Nin, despite Nin being fully upgraded. And then Reese, I just forgot to upgrade Violet, so I'll have to do that later. But this is the character we were playing as here, and you can see Allure with the dual katanas, and then Rising Sun. That's I was thinking it was called Solar Flare, but that's Lances? No. Okay. Oh, it's Solar Aura, but it's called Rising Sun. That was the special thing. I've got this character unlocked. There's only one that I have not yet unlocked. You can see the talent trees. I've unlocked quite a bit. I'm going to have to play one more round so I can unlock both of the final parts of the tree. The unlockables, we didn't really go through these, but you can see most of these guys are... need to kill a lot more silver wolves to unlock that one, by the way. And I thought there was something else in here. I guess I haven't unlocked it yet. That's a shame. I want it's probably this one, the explosive gift. I know that there's a thing called an explosive gift because I was looking at it in terms of the fusions. Over here you can see we filled out the racial traits entirely on humans, which that was our character there that we were just playing. And then elves and vampires are coming along. It's going to be a few more rounds before I can do that. And then over here, all of these guys are entirely done. And then familiars, I haven't even done anything with these guys yet, but this is the one that I prefer, is the salamander, because of the increased critical damage. I mean, with these games, basically it's all about damage. That's how you survive. So you can see just between these talent trees, these don't exist in Vampire Survivors. You don't really have upgradable characters in Vampire Survivors. You do have a ton of unlocks, and that's one of the things that makes Vampire Survivors so fun. And we have, again, more upgrades over here with the characters. Then there are these glyphs down here that I haven't messed with yet either. So I'm not sure what to do with these other than get a ton more of the night shards so we can start activating these. Because look at that, when activating Last Hope, which is this guy up here, the regen, main weapon attacks drain 0.5% for the duration of Last Hope. 0.5% of 500 damage is not bad on the whole. Not bad. And if you get a critical for, 700, 800 damage, 0.5%, again, it's really not that bad. That's pretty good stuff. And of course, we have familiars over here that do different things too. And once again, these are not in Vampire Survivors. So even though I'm going to say that, yes, to a certain extent, this game is a Vampire Survivors clone, it is also doing its own thing, and I absolutely recommend playing it. If you got $5 to spend, I can think of much, much worse things to spend it on. Catch you on another one, Dylan. Thanks for watching. See you later.